What's up, guys? Amster Knows Hoops back today with another video, and today we are talking about the Washington Wizards in the final episode for this season anyways of the Rebuild Report. Tied for the worst record in the NBA at 9-51, 30th in half-court defense, 25th in half-court offense. This team does not have a whole lot of bright spots, but I went out of my way to really do some digging, do some research, and find those spots for this team's future. As always, please do not forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. We are almost to 700 subscribers. At least when I'm recording this, we're at 699. And guys, we're going to hit 1,000 by the end of this season. Before the finals end, or once the finals end, I want this channel to have 1,000 subscribers. So please don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Join the Discord. We're in there all the time talking, watching hoops. So please, let's get to 1K. Okay. So as always with the Rebuild Report, it's really me just trying to give a detailed analysis or discussion around how a rebuild is going. Now, finally, Washington had moved on from Bradley Beal after countless years of trying to retool again. They finally realized it was time to move on. And today, I want to talk about two young pieces and two pieces that are on the team that I think should either be traded or you really, really got to hope that it all clicks. The first player I want to talk about is Deni Avdija. Deni is averaging 14, 7, and 4 on 51 from the field, 41 from 3, and 75 from the line, which are all career highs. And I want to get right into it, right? So what we're going to see here, right? Deni's going to start off with the ball, go up to Tyus Jones, gets the ball back, gets the slip screen action, gets CJ on him, because at this point Zion sags off to go towards Tyus, does a great little spin move, and has a strong presence at the rim. This is by far the most shots he's taken at the rim this season in his career. Right, he's 23, so he sizes up his man. Right, he sizes up Larry Nance, and this guy doesn't shoot a lot of threes. He only shoots about 2 or 3 a game. But this right here is perfect, right? Because Larry Nance basically isn't expecting it and pulls it right in his face. If he can continue to build on this 3-point shot to at least like 4 to 5 attempts a game, and obviously I don't think he'd maintain 41%, but if he could get to like 37 on like 5 attempts, that's really good. And that offers a lot of versatility for him as, you know, an offensive player. And let's continue on. Defensively, Deni, coming into his draft, which I believe was the year of the pandemic, was known as a defensive guy. And he still is. Like, so Kyrie here, or my apologies, Tim Hardaway here is going to roll, right, try to get to Powell. Deni Avdija at 6'9" just jumps up like he's an NFL cornerback. Gets the steal, starts pushing immediately in transition. You'd love to see that. The effort this kid gives, right? He's playing up against Luka, a top 5 to top 3 player in the world. Guarding him, right? Gets beat, swipes down at the ball, forces Luka to lose it, sticks with him the whole way, right? Because Luka has to take those dribbles to get back up. So Deni, instead of trying to chase after him, goes in stride, meets with Luka, helps force a block. That is really, really good defense from Deni, right? And it's part of the reason why this guy can be a part of their future, right? Again, Deni's going to get the ball here, roll with the slip. And this is actually just a really nice pass. Now, this is not me saying that Deni should be some primary ball handler / like creator, but it's me saying that the kid is capable. So for me, I think Deni, if you're the Wizards, right, you're looking down your roster, you've got a couple guys that are young that I think you should put your bets on. Deni's one of them. He's 23. He's shown consistent improvement. Good defender. Good offensively. Real signs of second to maybe third option offensively, but one of your primary defenders, which is huge. Okay. The next guy I want to talk about is not even 20 years old yet, and that is Bilal Coulibaly. And he is a rookie from obviously this previous draft class, played with Victor Wembanyama over in France. and he's averaging 8, 4, and 2. Now, I know what you're thinking. Emster, that's not really all that impressive. 8, 4, and 2 is nothing crazy. And to some extent, I get that. But he's doing it on 44 from the field, which isn't, anything crazy. 36 from 3. And it's on like 2 to 3 attempts a night, which is pretty good. And 68 from the field. Stuff like that, you'll figure it out. But what's interesting is he has 1.7 stocks, steals, and blocks. I think Bilal has some real potential here. I don't think he's necessarily some superstar. But if I'm Washington, from what I've seen this season, I'm comfortable putting a little bit of our chips on the table for him. I mean, barring that he just, falls off a cliff. I think this kid could be something really special. So let's get right into that. First of all, defensive IQ, right? Goes, instead of trying to, fight and wrestle over this Dinwiddie screen, you see he actually kind of points over to Poole to be like, just take the Mikal Bridges assignment for right now. And Bilal is sinking, right? He doesn't really trust Dinwiddie, and as Mikal loses the balls, he swipes in at the perfect time. And you can see Dinwiddie's a little frustrated, which is funny. And the ball gets out, rolls over to Denny, and they're pushing. It's those kind of plays, right? And this right here is nothing crazy defensively, because I know what you're thinking. Emster is on offense, but the effort here is what matters. So Bilal here goes for a pass, to Denny, misses, right? Hits Tatum, but right here, it's this extra effort to go out and dive, right? Gets the ball up and out. And again, I get it. Emster, this isn't anything crazy. He didn't really do a whole lot there. I think we as fans forget too, there's a locker room team, whatever there is, dynamic, right? And for this young kid to show that he's willing to give his all to, consistently earn a spot, minutes, rotation, shots, whatever it is. Moments like that are important, right? It's just the little things that add up that really help a culture get built, So for me, seeing that moment, again, it's nothing crazy. It's not like he's some insane, hustle, guy, but to see those efforts matter early because, again, just like in anything in life, good and even bad traits, if they're established early and built throughout time, just get stronger. So, again here, we're going to see another little defensive move, right? So Denny's going up here to play against Tatum. You're going to see Bilal right over here by Jaylen Brown. You see Jaylen Brown sort of trying to signal, hey, pull over to the corner. Tatum spins over, and at this point, he understands that Tatum is just going to kind of be chilling there. So Bilal does a really good job here of poking that ball out from the Tatum drive. And again, it's just those little defensive efforts, right? And Bilal does a really good job here, right? He's just sitting in the corner. James Harden doesn't really trust him. Boom, wide open corner three. Those are the moments that you need. Those are the moments that you look for from a young player. It is those moments that show just a little bit of IQ / again, once he gets deeper into the, his career and his 3-point percentage might go up or say relatively the same, just on a higher volume, he's going to have to be respected more. And the other thing I like too is just the IQ, right? So here we're going to see Adia get the ball and Bilal cuts. James Harden's ball watching. Plumlee is ball watching / trying to get in the drop. But Denny does a beautiful pass right here. Great play by Bilal, right? Again, it's the little things. So to me, Bilal and Denny are the guys that Washington, I think, obviously, I think they need a legit 5 and a long-term point guard. Because at that point, Bilal and Denny could be your 2-3 combo kind of deal. But to me, right, now we got to talk about the two guys that are in the category that I wrote down on the pizza paper I usually do to kind of outline my ideas. Trade / hope it works out. The first player is Jordan Poole, averaging 16, 3, and 4 on 40 from the field, 31 from 3, and 86 from the line, which is the worst of the last 3 years of his career. Basically, that's me saying since his career of being, the Jordan Poole that we know, this is his worst season. Going into this season, part of it was a meme for sure. But we all talked about this dude, Jordan Poole, is going to put up 30. It might take 20 shots, but he's going to put up 30. And for him to not even be cracking 20 is a little shocking. Okay. So let's get into the positives of what Jordan Poole has shown and why I think it's a little rough for the Wizards. Okay. So coming up here, right? Boom, Poole's going to run this screen action, right? Because the man's cutting backdoor. Cam Reddish and Dinwiddie overprotect. Gets a little screen action. Boom, wide open three, right? Looks like that are beautiful. And it's moments like that, which are why, the Wizards got someone like a Jordan Poole who can just score and be so dynamic. But moments like this also happen, right? Okay. Gets Reeves one-on-one. Goes with the pick and roll action. Now you have AD on you, right? AD is completely committing over. You have a man right next to you. And then moments like this also happen. Right? And I get it. And I only have 2 clips for Jordan Poole. But I think my idea is bigger. It's the idea that his highs can be really high. But we've also seen throughout this season, his lows are just not very goods are pretty low. And for a young rebuilding team, right, and mind you, they've actually started Poole going 6-man now on this team. I want us to remember something here, right? There's not a whole lot of players on this team that I would know I would want it. Basically, to me, this team did not trade Jordan Poole for him to be the 6-man of this team. I mean, you have Tyus Jones, who I think should be your starting point, right? You have a young guy in Bilal who doesn't necessarily get all those starts anyways. Kuzma obviously should start. He's your 4. Denny starts. He's your 3. You had Gafford at the 5. Now you have Bagley and some rotational guys. But for Poole to go to the bench, a little bit concerning. Finally, the man who claims to be bigger than the Dallas Mavericks, Kyle Kuzma, averaging 22, 7, and 4 on 46 from the field, 34 from 3, 78 from the line. And let's get into what he's showing and what I think the Wizards should do. So they're going to get the ball out here, right? And they're going with an action for Kuz. Gets Jared Allen on him. Goes, fights through. Beautiful A, right? That is what Kuzma's there for. Again, another screen action. Tyus Jones kicks the ball out, over. Gets him the jump. Attacks at the rim. Tough finish, right? Not necessarily one you always make. But at times, he can take those shots. Okay. Then Kuzma defensively, I don't think is a slouch. Now, do I think that he's some elite defender? No. But I think he'll give you real effort. This is a good play by Kuz. It's a tough pass from Ivy, right? For sure. And the ball's heading a little bit in the wrong way. But Kuz reads the passing lane and then starts to attack again, which is huge. Now, I think with Jordan Poole, whether fair or not, should probably have one more year with this team. I believe Kyle Kuzma should have been traded at the trade deadline to either the Kings, the Mavs. I mean, obviously, I think the Mavs made up for it with their moves anyways. But to me, Kuzma is reaching, I don't necessarily even know if it's as good or whatever you want to say, but that Bojan Bogdanovic, Jeremy Grant on the Pistons sort of value of you only have so much time to get this guy while his value is still relatively high. The Pistons went from a team that got offered multiple firsts for Bojan to giving him up for seconds. I think you could get a first-round pick, bare minimum, for Kyle Kuzma. Now, as always with the Rebuild Report, I always end with my letter grade of how I think this team did. I gave them ultimately a C+. There's a couple reasons why. One, they finally committed to the rebuild. So you automatically get extra points from me because some teams, I've done rebuild reports on before, Brooklyn, want to act as if, or even my Chicago Bulls, want to act as if they're still trying to get somewhere. Okay. You also made some trade deadline, moves to try and just get a little something, but you're, making something. Okay. I think Kuzma should be gone at the end of the season. I will also say them putting all their faith in Jordan Poole is a little bit of a negative for me. Now, again, if it works out next season, I'm sure Wizards fans will come in here. Haha, Hamster, we told you. You got me. But the reason I didn't go higher is I did, on my Pistons video, got in on this team about how this team, now I think this Wizards team on paper might be worse than that Pistons team, but a 9-win team. 9. They're on a 14-game losing streak, you guys. 14. To me, at least Denny and Bilal are showing legitimate signs, and they're giving these guys actual chances, so that's the other thing that kind of moved me up. Not a fan of their coach, but I do believe they fired him. Don't hold me that. And if they haven't, they definitely need to move on. As always, guys, this was Hamster No Soups. What would you guys grade this Wizards rebuild? Let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Have a beautiful rest of your day, guys. This was Hamster No Soups. Peace out.